Don't be poor, right? But serious talk though, people are grossly overspending on their hardware when they clearly cannot afford it, dude. You're seeing like basically this is what it comes down to, right? Hardware is pretty boring, so people have to find shit to obsess about. Otherwise, if people stop obsessing over the minutia of like fucking everything, they're subconsciously admitting that their hobby is kind of dying a little bit, right? It's like if I go and say the reason why you suck is because you just suck, and then the guy in the comments is like, you need Diak. It's like, it's not that serious, man. But if that guy admits that it's not that serious, he has nothing to obsess over anymore, right? And then what does that mean? You have to accept that you suck. No. I'm gonna go obsess over things that don't matter, right? That goes for all hardware, by the way. It really does, man. Like, even, dude, even just the base stuff. Like, I had a consult the other day. The guy was like, what's better, push or pull? I'm like, it's not that serious. It's really not. He's like, should I put my rad here? It's not that serious. Like, and then I could tell that the fucking guy was getting annoyed by me constantly saying that, because he wants to obsess. That's his hobby. I'm basically shitting all over his fucking hobby by saying that, right? He's like, dude, I get that shit all the time, man. You have no idea. Like, it's not that serious, dude. Just do whatever the fuck you want. Who cares? How much time do you spend inspecting your deposit? It depends on how I'm feeling. If I feel healthy, I don't really look at it. But if I feel sick, I'll take a gander. Or if I ate corn the day before for some reason. If it was especially like stiff corn and it's like cutting up my asshole on the way out, then, you know, might be worth a look. You know? Anyway. Probably should move on to some hardware. The matte finish doesn't bother me, dude. I'm not really that much into the glossy versus matte debate. I'm like, whatever the hell works, man. I'm good. Not that serious. It's another one of those that's not that serious. Dude, like 90% of questions I get equals not that serious. It's I can't even, man. It's not. It's not. I'm telling you. Diak, glossy versus matte, million hertz polling rate, 500 hertz versus just not that serious. Did I say that in my review? I should have said that. Just, it's not that serious. 500 hertz is not that serious, man. It's really not. It's just cool. It's cool. But that's about it. Even RKS right now in the Gods chat, he's like, should I coat the contact pads? Or should I use some electrical tape to cover the liquid metal spillage? I'm like, it's not that serious. It's just throw that shit together, man. Dude, fucking Windy in the Discord is so goated, man. That's his fucking wire attachment shit. That is not that serious. Okay, that might be a little bit more serious. Like, dude, maybe don't do this. Like, maybe it's a little bit more serious than this. Dude, check this out. Hang on, I'm gonna see if which channel was it in? Was it in builds? Christ. Yeah, dude, maybe it might be a little bit more serious than this. Like, don't do this, maybe. Like there's a line between not serious and serious, right? Even you're seeing a lot of like hardware reviews being really nitpicky. Otherwise, they don't have a job. It's almost like when you're reviewing up, you know how like Hardware Unboxed reviews like $60 ASRock motherboards and puts like a 13900K on Prime 95 on that bitch, and then they're like, it's throttling. It's Like, no shit. The fuck? Like, no shit. Like, you know, that also comes with the nitpicking and the not that serious type of thing, right? Anyone who's buying a $60 ASRock board is gonna put like a 12400F on it or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then that causes that's doing a lot of damage to ASRock's brand too, right? But it's the nitpicking and what I wanted to say about that was it's costing these companies like real sales when these hardware reviewers are not playing games and they're nitpicking. So let's say the guy in the chat right there was like, I'm terrified of the scanline issue. Now, if this guy that's terrified of the scanline issue were to go to any Neo G8 owner that plays games on it and asks them about the scanlines, not hardware enthusiasts. Do not ask hardware enthusiasts about scanline. Ask gamer. I bet you 9 times out of 10 they're gonna be like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. It's a gorgeous ass monitor. You ask the hardware enthusiast, like Connor's a hardware, like graphically challenged. He's a hardware enthusiast. He's gonna be like, I see fucking scanline. Like, did you try playing a fucking game? Right? It's a huge fucking issue, dude. It's a massive issue with these with all hardware reviews in general, right? It's a massive fucking issue, man. Everyone's just nitpicking the shit out of everything because there's nothing else to talk about. It's almost like they're you know how you have this like one middle manager at your company whose job is irrelevant, so they make shit up to like have their own job be relevant. You can't make a YouTube channel on it's not that serious. Dude, every time I do a CPU review, the conclusion is it's always not that serious. Every time. Every time I do any kind of review, actually almost at all, it's just not that serious. Clearly, I guess you can make a YouTube channel based off of it's not that serious. But for the most part, if you're catering, but I cater to gamers, right? If you're catering to the nerd that's OCD about shit, you gotta nitpick, man. It's a perfect example. Neo G8 can't do all these things because DSC. Tell me you haven't tested it without telling me you haven't tested it. Not that serious. I don't understand. Dude, I literally took the fucking display port. Dude, I hate the nitpicking, man. I hate hardware nerds when they nitpick. I took the display port cable. I plugged that shit in. I set 4K 240 HDR on, and I went to go play a game. The concept of that not working didn't even enter my head until I read some comments online about it. I'm like, what are you talking about? It works just fine. That is a big problem, Pony. Yeah, it's this just like the title of the stream, don't be poor, right? But serious talk though, people are grossly overspending on their hardware when they clearly cannot afford it, dude. Did you see that like BR Paradox, the PC building company, is accepting like payment plans and shit? And so, oh my god, man, like, so BR Paradox puts up this is not his fault, this is the customer's fault, by the way. He's just doing business, right? All the power to him on that regard. So he's like, we are now accepting a firm, I think it is. A firm payment plans for our PC builds. And then you go into the tweet and read the comments, and everyone's like, oh my god, I can pay per month now? How much for a 4090 fucking DDR5 8000? Like, you like that. So like, do you know what I'm saying? Like that's exactly what it is. It's like, I can pay $100 a month for the next 10 years, but I get to have it now. I get to have the best now. It's oh dude, consumerism and debt is a big fucking problem in the hardware space. Big. That's why I'm so against it. That's why I try to I don't like the word teach. I like to just tell people it's not that serious, man. Just stop spending money. You don't need to, dude. It's just not that serious. That's what I don't understand either, Zaz. We talked about this fucking every stream too. Why are you watching tech guys about gaming hardware? Go watch the pros. Why? How does what is, dude, I swear to god, we need some more normies to like answer this question for me, man, because I don't understand what the hell this is. So who was the guy that was saying they were paralyzed about the Neo G8 scanline issue? If you're still here in the chat, why are you watching tech enthusiasts about that? You know what I'm saying? What's like, or let's say mouse and keyboard connoisseurs. It's like, why are you watching Optimum Tech talk about mouse deviation and all this shit? Why aren't you watching like his Watson Furia or something? Like an Apex Predator on mouse and keyboard. Why are you asking what that guy uses for his mouse? I'll never understand that, dude. Dude, did you guys see the little fucking joke that I had in the last video? Who am I? I am on YouTube. I have a camera and mic. I must be a professional. I even threw that in the fucking video from how ridiculous this shit is, dude. It's like, oh, this guy's on YouTube and has a camera and a mic? He must have an authority on the topic. Dude, it's pretty awesome. It's like, I have authority because I have $20 mic and not scared to record a video. The barrier to entry for authority is so low, dude. It's so low. Nerds have no hobbies other than hardware, so they have to nitpick. If they don't, they have to play a game or find another hobby. Yeah. It's like, because it's almost, you don't want to, and it's even worse for people that have been into hardware for like 20 plus years, because they're seeing their hobby slowly die, right? You can't go from 20 years ago where you had to know fucking C++ programming to launch Windows. You can't go from that to being like, there's a scan line if I put my eye 1 centimeter away from the screen. It's just not the same ballpark, dude. It's not the same ballpark of effort, right? So you're basically seeing hardware enthusiasm die, and people trying to fight against it in any way, shape, or form that they can, because they don't want to come to terms with the fact that they have nothing else in their life, man. That's a problem, because they're so invested in it. And then that's the only explanation of like, you shit on their purchase, they go irate because they've identified with that purchase, right? Because they don't have anything else. So a guy who has a family, dog, hobbies, friends, gamer, just like a normal ass dude. So hey, Slim or Rems. Oh dude, okay, whoever's here. Dude, I'll be like, hey Rems, your CPU sucks. It's dog shit. Can't compete. What do you think he would do? Okay. Like, that's it. That's literally what he would say. Okay. Cool story. Like that's it, man. That's how most of us would react, right? Because that's just what being normal is. You don't care. It doesn't matter. I don't know. Anyway, we've harped on long enough on this shit. Yeah, that is true, Pony. That's a social status thing, right? Yeah, Rems is 100%, man. It's 100% what he would do. They also probably got no, I gotta jump off. It's been too long already. I'm getting pretty tired, but I wanted to close this up though because I would assume a lot of them got bullied as kids, and yeah, that's a deeper fucking topic I don't want to get into right now, but it's basically every human wants to be valued or heard in some way, and being an XOC nerd and a piece of shit and degrading others fulfills this need in some way, right? That's why they're all such weird dudes about it. You know, and I've talked about this a lot before too, but if every dude just got laid regularly, all problems would be gone.